some of your first things that you have to tackle before you open the session that I'm going to send you is to make sure that your audio preferences are set up. So whatever interface you use, I did test the Inbox Mini. It did work on my system, but I'm not on the last update for Logic. But I'm only like a point something away, I think. But the most important part is making sure you enable core audio. Whatever interface you do end up with, this is where you just need to make sure you select it. So either the Inbox Mini, or if you end up getting an SSL, or whatever you end up with, you're going to choose them here. So make sure that part's set. The other thing that you also need to do that's going to be important for you is this part where it says IO buffer size. You really do want this set lower if you can get it. So like if you could get it down to 64, I mean, you could choose any one of these. I would suggest you start with 64 and see how your system handles it. You don't have a lot of things going on. What this is the buffer is like the amount of time it takes to transition from the hard drive to the memory, the RAM, and get into the DAW, and then back again. So that round trip time, and that's why it says there's resulting latency. There's a round trip, 0.9 milliseconds on the output. The important part of this is we usually set it high when we mix. We set it low when we record so that it doesn't feel like there's a delay on the sound. So you might be able to squeak out 32 even. I usually just make sure I'm somewhere below 128. So 128 or below is good. So, you could try 64. Just make sure you hit apply. There's a bunch of other settings that you can select here. Oh, sorry, my licenses are doing their thing. There's a bunch of other settings you could select here, but they're not all super important right now.